Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
This is Kugan Cassius for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be welcomed by Mr. McGOWAN. How are you, mate?
What's going on, brethren?
I wasn't expecting that intro. But press conference all done today. Let's just kind of backtrack. Exactly how many days' notice have you had for this fight?
From Sunday, so what's that? Maybe 6 days or something. Yeah, whatever, innit? We're fighting men, that's what we do.
So talk to me about, obviously, Sissoko obviously couldn't fight Conway. So Sunday you got the call and you were obviously around the weight or whatever and thought, let's do this. Yeah,
the thing is, I'm always taking these fights at the heavier weight because I just find it hard to get a fight at welterweight in the future. That's where I want to be. But so I'm about this weight anyway, where I'm at. Maybe a few pound over, just got to lose a few pound. What's it at? 11.4 or something. So it's not really a struggle for me that much. But I just want to fight. That's all I want to do. I love fighting. At first, when it got to me, I was a bit like, do I take it on 6 days' notice? I sat there and I thought, absolutely, mate. Like, I just love fighting. And then I just thought about the feeling I get, the fight week. I thought, come on, let's go. Come here, get up, son.
So we were just talking, I said, I remembered when you made your professional debut back in 2014, I think it was. And we were talking about, your fight with James Nesbitt. But in 6 years, your number of fights doesn't reflect kind of a 6-year career. So for people that don't know, explain to me why that is.
It was a bit stop-start. Yeah, it was very stop-start. At first, the first 2 years, I had like 9 fights. And then from 2017, September, I had a fight and I was out for 2 years. Just personal problems, getting to grips with being a dad, just life. And then I was going to box again last December. My son was born. He actually suffered a brain injury at birth. So this year's been just up and down, like coming to terms with what's happened and stuff like that. So, but the pandemic come anyway, so it's like it didn't really put me that back. But it's just like time just goes nowhere, and I'm training and I'm not training. And all of a sudden, it's been like a couple of years. I haven't boxed, so I thought I'm going to make up for it. So I thought I think it was about May. I thought I'm going to get myself fit, and it's anyone, anywhere, anytime, like no matter what the weight is. I seen Jorge Masvidal step in against Usman at short notice, and I thought he's one bad mother foe. I thought he's my inspiration, mate. So this is why I'm here. And like, I thought I take great pleasure in like 6 days' notice coming and doing the biz. I just take great pleasure in it. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to do a job.
I think people can know, that don't know you personally, will know what kind of fighter you are from the last fight you took against a very dangerous opponent in Colcomet. And I looked at that fight and I thought, fair play to McGOWAN. He's taken this fight against someone who's tipped to be a potential superstar. Especially in Kazakhstan. I thought, you went the distance with him, and how do you reflect on that?
Yeah, I've seen a few of the comments after it and saying I should have been stopped and I was taking unnecessary punishment. It may be the case, but how am I supposed to look myself in the mirror and know that I've quit? I'm not going to quit. If the referee said, right, send a bit, well, whatever, but I'm not going to quit. So that's the end of that. And yeah, I didn't think he was that good. Or that flipping big, to be honest. He was a monster in there, and he come out and just battered us from pillar to post, really. But this is what I mean. Like after the year I've had, and like people are like, oh, you're fighting again so soon. Like after the year I've had, this is what I love to do. I'm healed up. I'm still fit. I was running 2 days later, with bleeding eyes all over the show. So you know what I mean, like. People are shitbags, man. You need to fight. It's a pandemic out here, No one's fighting. No one's getting opportunities. Take your opportunities when they come. I was searching for opportunities. When I was going to fight at welterweight, I sent a name of someone to MTK and said, I'll fight him. And then it got made. But if I never did that, the fight would have never got made, because so you got to get yourself out there and just go for it. It's a new era of boxing. The boxing landscape has changed. You can't pussyfoot your way through it anymore. You've got to dig your heels down and say, I want to go. So I'm just going with the times and trying to get my opportunity, and I have got my opportunity now, thank God.
If anything that has been taught to us within this lockdown situation regarding boxing is that fighters are getting opportunities because of so many pullouts. Obviously, people are failing COVID tests. Yeah. I mean, and not even the fighters. You're talking about people on the teams are failing tests, which leads to the fighters not being able to fight. So, I mean, Eddie Hearn's banged on about this for the last few weeks. If you're a fighter around some of the weights that are fighting, a show's coming up and there's, I don't know, there's a lightweight fighting or a light middleweight fighting, whatever weight it is, be around the weight, because you don't know. Loads of people, Jamie Stewart has come in today obviously to fight FLORIAN MARKU on a couple of days' notice as well. So fighters need to be ready and be prepared, because that call is coming more so now than ever.
Definitely. Luckily, I've got a job, so I work as well, and it gives me time off when I want to train. But like, there's fighters out there who rely on boxing, and they're not ready, or they're not having fights. Like, after my fight, even though it was an hard fight, I went on BoxRec and looked at shows, and I thought, I even looked at this date, and I thought, you never know. And I literally just, normally, don't get me wrong, they weren't mega strict with the diet, but normally I'd just go off the ball and whatever, stop training and stop dieting and just bloody let my weight go through the roof. But if I felt like I was taking the mick a bit too much, I'd start dieting again. I was just on it. I was like waiting for an opportunity to come again, and I don't know how, but it's come on it, so I'm going to take it.
MACAULAY, obviously when I interviewed Kieran Conway yesterday, you made some remarks saying that you'd knock him out inside 8 rounds, and I think he kind of took, not offence to that, but kind of said, where are you getting that basis from what you've done in your career to suggest that you could knock Kieran Conway out? That's from him, yes.
Right, forget what he says, for starters. Right, he's got the same amount of knockouts as me, hasn't he? He obviously thinks it's harder than in his record. So and he probably does. So how does he not expect that I don't hit harder than my record suggests? So it's fair game. Like, I will knock him out, and I will. And it's not personal, is it? This is the fight game, baby, man. Just let's roll with it. Like, it was good today. Like, we met each other. He's a good guy in that. But like, come Saturday, we're going to war, and that's the end of it.
I just want to pick up on some of your comments in the press conference today, referring to yourself as a large B. You used a different term, but you refer to yourself as a large Mancunian B. Do you want to just explain to people who may have watched that press conference, they may have not, what you were kind of meaning? Yeah,
basically I'm a big, dirty Mancunian B. Obviously, since obviously B's are quite a symbolic figure in Manchester at the moment. Well, I've been, especially since, the attack in Manchester. But it weren't about that. It was about, I was watching a film, Bees, with me children. I wouldn't be watching on my own because that'd be a bit weird, I think. But and I actually said gravitational laws, but it's actually, by all laws of aviation, bees shouldn't fly because they're fat, got little wings, they shouldn't get off the ground. But as you know, bees fly anyway. So bees don't give a damn what humans think. So anyone who's looking at it thinking, he ain't going to come in on 6 days' notice and beat Kieran Conway, well, I'm a big dirty bee, man. That's what I am, a big dirty mank bee.
Okay, I could safely say I've never heard that analogy in my life, but why not? Why not?
Why not? I've got plenty. It's all affair, mate. It's all affair. It's all in my head and heart, man. You're only just scratching the surface here, man. I feel good. I feel good.
All right. Well, listen. Weigh-in is tomorrow. Press conference is done today, and then Saturday night it's on. A huge card. Pay-per-view, Sky Sports, The Zone, etc. So another great opportunity for you to show what you can do.
Yeah, definitely. I cannot wait. I've never enjoyed a fight week so much. Like, last time I was fighting, I was only there for a few days. I was like, oh, flipping out, this bubble. But this is great. This is what I live for. This is what I dream about. So I'm just enjoying it. Before we wrap up, my daughter, I'm going to take the mic off you now. My daughter, I think she fractured her arm at school today. She's a little nutter. I tell her all the time to slow down. So here's a message for you. I could go on and on. I could explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was just Macca just messing around. I killed the Neil. I buried his guts. I sprouted the tree, now you got coconuts. What's the message? What's the takeaway? Don't mess with my backer when I'm on the breakaway. And this tapestry here on my skin. Is it a map of the victories I win? Look at everything. I make everything happen. Look at the midi mag with the tippity tapping. Ha, ha, ha. Hey! You're welcome.
Fucking wow. That's all I'm going to say to that. I hope that put a smile on your daughter's face.
That's what we're here to do, man. We're here to provide and make them happy.
I've got my first daughter coming, my first child coming in 9 weeks' time. So, yeah. Any advice for me?
Move out for 10 months. Move out for 10 months, and then it starts getting better after that. Yeah, that's the best advice.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get away with that, but anyway. McAULAY, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and wish you the best of luck on Saturday night, my friend.
Nice one, Kugan. I really appreciate your time, mate. Thanks. Yeah, don't know what else to say, but yeah. Come on, the macho man, woo!
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.